have too much to talk about today. I mean, I'm just riding around. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. It's not too much to talk about, really. Today I'm wearing all my gear. I know sometimes I struggle with just wearing all my gear. I mean, it kind of, like if I'm wearing my pants, I normally don't wear my jacket. So it's kind of weird in that way. I know you should wear I normally advocate for all gear all the time, and I know I don't really practice that much, but I mean, I'm in Texas, man. It's pretty hot, and I try my best to be as safe as possible. Just try to stay up. I know anything can happen, and yeah, I try to be mindful of that, but yeah, I mean, I don't always wear all gear all the time. So I mean, I don't know. I just wear it. Sometimes I do like to wear it. I mean, it just gives me that that extra safety that I normally don't have when I don't wear all my gear. And I know there's plenty of people who don't wear gear, and some people out here don't even wear helmets. I mean, that's crazy. But I don't know. I just sometimes if if I wear my jacket, I normally don't wear the pants. So it is so weird. I don't know. It really gets hot wearing all this stuff, but obviously you want to be safe because, like I said, anything can happen, and the way these people drive and how reckless reckless motorcyclists can be sometimes, it's always good to have that safety cushion and not do anything. I mean, you want to protect your skin, basically what I'm trying to say. I mean, I know I'm kind of rambling on about this, but yeah, I guess what I could talk about is, I guess the pros and cons of owning this bike. I would say I've been riding it for a few days now. I got it less than a week ago, and I've been on it for the past few days. Thankfully, I'm on vacation, so I mean, there's no excuse for me not to get out here. I mean, look at this weather out here and all this traffic that I got to deal with. But other than that, this bike, what more can I say? I mean, it's great. It's a great bike overall. I mean, I still I think I have more of a love for the naked bikes rather than sport bikes and cruisers and things like that. And I would say the pros of it. I'll start with the pros. I would definitely say the upright feel of it. I mean, being able to just ride comfortable, and it just feels like I can just ride all day basically. I mean, I know with sport bikes, coming from a sport bike, the Ninja H2, I mean, I can only ride there for at least an hour. By the time then, my lower back already hurting, and I want to take a break. But with this one, I mean, I don't feel that. I mean, I feel like I can just keep going. So yeah, definitely that's one of the biggest pros about it, being it's upright and pretty comfortable. Another pro that this is my fourth bike, and it's something that I always wanted in a bike, which is cruise control. I never until you actually have it on a bike, I mean, you never really appreciate how nice it is to have it. Because I mean, normally when I'm riding for so long, I mean, you have to keep your wrists kind of in a fixed position. You know how tiring it gets, and then when you want to take a break, you just put it on cruise control and just relax the wrist. So that's always a nice feeling. Definitely that cruise control, I really do love it. I know you don't need it on a bike, but like I said, once you have it on a bike, you really appreciate it. The next thing I would say, what a pro. So I would definitely say the obvious best pro of this bike, which is the supercharger on the bike, which allows us to output over 200 plus horsepower, which like I said, I'm an appreciator of power, and I love power, honestly. So things like this always attracted me. So So like I said, the one thing that drew me to the H2 was the obvious supercharger. I mean, no bike comes from the factory supercharged, and that was something that I knew I had to have. Basically, that's why I ended up getting the Ninja H2, and now I have the ZH2. And like I said, no other bike comes factory supercharged, so you can't beat it basically. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's obviously more pros, but I mean, that's all I can think of. I'm doing all this off the top of my head, so I feel like I'm definitely missing some things that I've probably thought about it, but but haven't really just explained. But yeah, so I guess I can get into some cons, because I mean, it's not all perfect, of course. I would say one of the biggest cons is definitely not having a steering dampener on this bike. This is a powerful bike, and I've noticed, like, doing some high speeds, it does tend to shake a little bit, which is kind of like, I don't know if I should be like, you know, you kind of get nervous at that point. Like, you don't want to do that with a death wobble or nothing like that. So I definitely recommend a steering dampener. I do want to get one eventually for this bike, but yeah, I would definitely say that's one of the biggest flaws in this bike. The next is I would say, for any high-powered bike, obviously the fuel economy is obviously not the best. It's pretty good, but a lot better than the Ninja H2. But still, I am still going to the gas station quite a bit. As long as you don't like really hammer it down. I mean, if you baby it a little bit, I mean, you can really, you know, it really does say you get some really good fuel on it. So that's another con. The next con, and which I just experienced on the highway, is the wind blast. I know I've said previously that the wind isn't too bad when you're in the highway speeds, but I mean, it's still bad overall. You know, I'm still kind of being blown away, blown around, feel like I'm about to fly off and take flight. But yeah, I mean, if you're really just, you know, kind of checking under this windshield, I mean, it's not too bad, but you still feel it. You know, you still feel that wind. So it's definitely something to kind of think about when you have a naked bike, obviously. And this is coming from, I mean, I had a sport bike for a year and a half, and now I'm back to naked bikes, so it's definitely something to get back used to. Well, like I said, it's not too crazy, it's not too bad. So that's just a few pros and cons of having this bike. And this time I actually have a back seat for a passenger. I mean, I don't have, like I have a girlfriend or anything, but still, I don't know. I mean, I've never actually ridden somebody on the back of my motorcycle before. I mean, I feel like I could. I mean, I know how, but I just never had to before, so I don't know how that would actually feel. So I can't say that's a good or bad thing. You know, if people want to ask for a ride or anything. But typically, I prefer not to have somebody on the back, because I mean, anything can happen. I don't want to be responsible for somebody else. So I mean, yeah, I prefer not to even use it. Yeah, this is it. 2023 ZH2, and like I said, I mean, my favorite color is red, so I'm always love the red look, from the wheels to the frame. I'm just more of a, this is just the style I like. I know the Kawasaki green is what they based off of, but yeah, I love the red. And like I said, I put on these Rizoma stealth mirrors myself. These are mine. I had these on my old bike, and they've been sitting in my garage for the past year and a half, and I was finally able to use them again. Paid almost $500 for these mirrors, so I'm glad to be able to use them again. Yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, I didn't have much else planned. I wanted to get out and kind of, I'll probably just ride around a little more. Probably won't say too much, but yeah.